farm, you know, so maybe that's why. But it was probably quite a job for our grandpa to get, if his boys wanted to farm,
Yeah,
to get,
right.
because he had 80-acre things around for
Which
trying
in
to
that-
make
which
a
in those
farm
days
for
might
everyone,
not
I
have been.
think.
Would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
You talk about driving stock, though. Our great grandpa drove a sheep. Anyway, from New York State.
Oh,
When
that
they
was our
came, when our grandmother was 6 months old.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 months, but I was thinking she
Yeah.
was 3 months when
Yeah.
they left.
But his father came with him, and he was not over 90.
Oh, that's
And that was to Illinois.
No,
No.
that was to Lake City.
That was
City.
mother's side of the family.
Oh, okay.
And then dad's side of the family went to Glidden, from Illinois.
Well, those
From-
sheep were
from where
pretty
Scott-
skinny by the time.
And
they
that's,
walked
Scott-
that's
outside.
where
Something
Scott comes
See,
in.
that's
Right.
where-
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't think I've moved flocks of sheep.
That's where his family comes into the pictures in Illinois.
Right.
And does Phyllis, you know that, yeah. You know
Is that?
that. Phyllis had the same picture
Yeah.
that Marge had. We've got a
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
copy
A
of
family
that same
photo.
family picture on a porch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, between the two of us, we've come up with a few more names, I think.
Oh, and the picture?
I think we did at one time, now some of those.
Yeah, but the match is Jessie, and that's why we named our daughter Jessica.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And how is Jessica?
Jessica's very happy. She
Good.
loves her job.
Oh, that's great. Now, what does she do?
She is a
Systems
systems
analyst.
and
What's your boy's name?
Alex.
Alex.
Alex is in Connecticut. He is currently unemployed. He was downsized.
They call the baby Tootie,
Tootie.
the musical Tootie,
Uh-huh.
T-U-T-T-I.
Yeah.
And so Tootie is kicking a lot and
Mhm.
likes to hear Kate giggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting excited now that they're getting excited.
Of course.
They're so excited. Contagious too.
Yeah. Yeah, they have, someone gave them a crib, so they were going to get that set up this week and
Mm-hmm.
everything already.
Very good.
And she's still working for Coach?
Mhm. And she'll get 12 weeks off.
Nice.
Yeah, so she's excited
12 weeks
about that.
pay
Wow.
after, yeah, that's pretty good for 12
Yeah,
weeks, I
yeah.
think.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
that's really good.
Well, Grandpa and Grandma Bauman, so my dad's parents.
I've got to hear this. I didn't quite get that.
His landlord was Cade's great uncle.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was. Now, that's, I didn't know.
Yeah, when we
Cade
were,
is-
you know, Jane said, "Oh yes," when she's a
But I
minor.
didn't understand what she was talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
And see, they all called him Uncle, what was his
John.
name? Uncle John. And their kids, could never call any older person by their first name, you know. So it was either aunt or uncle or Mr. or Mrs. So, but I always thought that was funny, they called their landlord Uncle John. Forever.
well, because we were visiting, Cade is her husband's name. We were visiting Mama when she was at the nursing home and said, "Okay, your mom's last name was Owen." But we had, I remember, a landlord at the farm was John Owen, and she said, "Oh, there's nobody I can ask. You know, my dad's gone, his sister's gone."
Mhm.
And Cade's mom said, "Oh, yes." She had talked to her cousin, said they remembered Will and Grace, which are my dad's parents.
That's something.
So Cade's mom was raised in Jefferson. That's
Oh.
where the farm was.
Hmm.
So relatives knew relatives.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
It's a small world when you really get down to it.
Maybe just pass it around.
Oh, we can
Okay,
photos.
that's the triplets with Grace.
And then Matt has his one little.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Right.
I took a terrible picture when I showed him up.
My rough play, really. But I did more play.
Phyllis and I had to milk cows.
Yeah, you too had milk cows. I couldn't milk.
It doesn't sound like you did it. You couldn't gather the eggs, you couldn't milk the cow.
What did you
I think on purpose, maybe.
I didn't do too
Is
She
that
was
the
a
way
house
you remember?
girl.
Oh, no. I have my mouth so full.
But Blizzard would come, they'd come down on Sunday and he would take whatever riding horse we had and I would take Prince and we'd go riding up in the
About
trees.
5 years old, finally, I just made it a policy when grandma's grandma don't ever play again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, pet or bird.
Don't do well.
That's the name I was trying to think of the other day, was Bird. Birdie.
All the horses that Dad had, you know, riding horses would go blind. Several of them did.
And then he usually had other people's there. Breaking them. Re-breaking them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, I can still name all the mules.
Oh, really?
So can you.
Yeah, I could probably, yeah, I could.
Maybe I did.
Tom and Jerry, their dad would let us
Yeah.
drive on the sled
Yeah.
out in the field. He wouldn't trust us with any of the rest of them.
Well, he'd drive them without even taking lines down.
Yeah.
Well, that's hard on camera.
So you could go out today and hook up a team of 6
You'd
mules.
have to have the implements to do it too.
They're
kinda out
It's
of
around
date.
anymore. Where do we go to it?
Where's that home?
Oh,
No,
down
no,
the hall, yeah.
thank you. I'm gonna have to
Or left.
come
What
be back.
time you made Dad walk? How about the time you made Dad walk?
And Dad walked home, I don't remember that.
He was out picking corn. And you said giddy up.
Not
And the
up.
horse took off.
Oh, really? I don't
remember that
I didn't
either.
remember, I didn't want to remember that, maybe.
He told that anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, and they headed for the barn.
Oh, and I suppose I was clear over on, across the bridge.
Yeah, I think so.
Far away as I could get.
Yeah, at least a mile away from home.
What'd Grandma think when Grandpa didn't come home with you then?
I don't remember this.
I don't either.
The younger one.
But I'll bet it happened.
However, we get free lunch, dinner, and room.
Really? Yeah, Jerry can sell.
Always had a car as long as, before they had us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dad had, when he came home from World War I, he had a car. And, let's see, that was a Saxon, wasn't it?
Snowing.
Yeah, I think he had a Saxon. And we've got some pictures of it. I've seen pictures of it in the car. If he had a car, why did he ride horses up to see Mom?
is.
What? If you had a car,
Lives in West
why did you
Bend,
drive
where
horses up to
one of
see
my
Mom?
sisters
Well, that was
lives.
Because they're more dependable.
Because what?
They were more dependable.
More dependable than the car.
Also, he could sleep on the way home.
Yeah.
So how did
So
they
he
meet?
found us later and I
Company
had
ground.
and
Well,
and he grabs it and
I think it's through, friends that they had in Illinois,
Yeah.
neighbor friends,
No, it's
the
like
Benningtons.
nice little casino.
and they lived out north of the town here.
And
I assume that's where they
their
met.
mother and, what's the Benningtons.
I'll get it in a minute.
Yeah. Anyway, they were good friends. And of course, the Snyders came up to see the Benningtons because they knew them. And,
I think that's the way it happened anyway.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, when she had a stroke?
No, I'm talking about the time that,
His name, the kid's name is Lloyd.
Jenna just had that.
Yeah.
after that, yeah.
Oh,
My brother-in-law
But her name,
kind of achieved a lot.
maybe it'll come tomorrow.
that's probably right. Yes.
Kids were all, worried about it. Well, my sister and I had a piano. So I was like, well, you can't leave Jenna alone. It's okay to travel. Right.
Uncles and aunts and.
Yeah, on both sides of the family.
Watching him on my backseat.
Cliff's,
Well,
Cliff and Ellen, his family, and Warren and Cordell and their family,
on
and
TV,
The last week
Ours.
back with,
where they
All
charge
together.
people on to
ours, the kids always had a good time together.
At your place.
over $100.
I thought about trying to get Virginia to come down.
who's gonna watch it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Would be
Of course,
fun, but I didn't do it.
Have you heard anything from
Well, I
Sarah?
haven't heard from her for quite a little while, but
I heard from her at Christmas, but I
Yeah.
don't know that she wrote a whole lot.
That was never.
and I don't think I've heard from her since Christmas either. But she was, not
She'd been
going
sick
far,
or
but
something.
she was. She and her daughter stopped. Like a year ago, they had come from Des Moines and Carroll, and they stopped.
Oh,
He made it.
And she really looked good.
but didn't she say at Christmas time she'd been sick, had got an infection or something?
I think so. I think so.
But Virginia sounded real good. And it was good, huh?
And that's all reservation.
Virginia Schinkelberg.
Why can't we think of her name?
Who?
That Bennington lady.
And it sounds
Oh.
like
Mother's friend, Bennington, introduced Mother and Dad.
How long?
She was a good friend of Mother's. We've been trying to think of her name.
It'll come shortly.
Well, that's what I told her a while ago.
Julie asked how they met.
Terrible.
Alta,
Alta.
yeah.
Right, Alva Bennington.
So you guys can come up with it.
Yes. You just have to give it a little time. I don't know why.
Who was it she married? Oh,
So bad at names.
somebody from Lake City.
Benning. Well, that.
Then they moved to California.
Everybody has kids, so.
We used to go see.
Yeah, yeah, we
Big
did.
sand pile.
Oh, shoot. They lived out west and north of town.
What was this?
That Alva
Bennington.
Bennington married.
And how long will Phyllis?
You didn't get it yet?
No.
Are you talking about Alta, Bennington?
Yeah.
Who's she married?
Yeah.
Floyd?
Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Yeah, right.
Pebbles.
I get the first name.
I say, you guys are amazing. Why, when you're age, you can remember names from way back then, I'll be just like,
Something about,
I can't do it now.
Dad was in the hospital before he passed. I don't come up with that name, so. Was he hallucinating or something? Something came up about Pebbles.
I think you.
No.
I don't remember. They were friends, but I don't think
There haven't
before
been
they.
Pebbles around for a long time.
No.
There used to be, so many of one family, and then now there's not any. Well, just like Dad's family, there's not hardly any left in Glidden, and that was a big family.
We've had so many new people in town, I'm looking for name tags.
Barry, I think, is
The name tag.
the only one.
Who?
Art's
Oh,
son, Barry.
Is he still living?
Oh, Art isn't, no.
Not Art, I say Art's son, Barry.
I don't even know.
He lives at Glidden.
Oh, yeah.
Every day, and I spelled
No, it was the other way around.
And when did you get the cottage at Lake,
Cindy and.
Cindy and
up
Bob.
at Twin Lake?
When did they what?
When did they get the cottage at Twin Lake?
During war years.
It was the year Raj was, both the year Dad came home from overseas. And Raj was a year, or not quite a year old, I think. So that'd be 71 years ago.
See, we were in California
Yeah,
at
you were.
the time.
He looked so funny the other day, I went by there, you know, it's been tossing grass seed down where that tree fell.
Lots of memories at that place.
Yes.
I'm sure it's long gone.
He wasn't wearing his t-shirt and black shorts?
Oh, yeah, they tore it down, and the neighbor built something.
They built another one there.
Probably with
By their
running water
different-
and plumbing.
A week ago Sunday, we were talking about where to go eat, after church, and somebody said, well, let's go to Twin Lakes. So we went up and ate at the little restaurant. And then we drove all around, and they have a round barn now on the Bible school grounds.
But he
A
said.
big round barn. They moved there from some farm, and one of the Lake City girls had been married there the week before. So and they said it was such a pretty wedding.
Coming up to the basement.
Where's the
So
farm?
he says.
But
What part of the lake is it?
it's on the Bible
Oh,
camp
okay.
grounds, kind of toward the back of it though.
Mr. Jacob.
You kind of come, on the road on the other side
Yeah.
too. But it's on their grounds.
Mhm.
But it's beautiful, huge.
They just through the house.
He didn't know how much
Final
tornado
was
damage.
built, all the archives through Alaska. It's all the abstract.
That's kind
And you guys must have just been married. And we were invited to come, but you might have come with us.
Right.
We had to pick up several people, and so we were late getting there.
Smith owned
So we went out in the boat, and then we were there just happened to be there at lunchtime. So you guys had to feed us, and that was the first time we never had tacos. Poor Mary Lou had all these nieces, and
Was it ever,
Because that was,
I don't know if it was Harry or Bill, who was boat out clear on the other side of the lake, and Everett had this life jacket on, but it got
But he fell down. They were
skiing.
skiing, and he fell and he practically drowned.
Yeah, because life
Oh, brother.
still was water.
this would have been in the
Because I forgot, that's why. No, because I forgot.
This would have been late.
Was that you or was it?
I don't remember.
I thought it was Rich Wilson.
I think maybe it was
30
Wilson.
years.
Oh,
I think.
I don't know.
Maybe it
Harry
was
used to
Rich.
bring his.
Yeah,
to
because we were
the-
talking, we were in our place in California.
I don't remember going out in Wilson's though.
Part of the ceiling.
I just heard this story.
Tin ceiling.
His cousin took him out, that's why he doesn't like the water. He almost drowned.
Oh,
Dawson took that.
I'm afraid of showers.
Put it in.
Afraid of showers? My dad was. Well, he didn't like to get his face wet, so maybe.
Well, he wasn't, well, they had never hardly been in the swimming or anything like that. So he had never learned to swim.
Oh,
Mm.
the house is really silent.
And they didn't go out and either swim or drown.
The pigs swim.
The walls are.
I can't remember ever being afraid of the water.
Until last time anyway.
Outside, they're brick. They use a drill. They want to put it.
Well, I think if you were raised around the water, you probably learned how to.
Yeah.
My mother and her sister
All but one room.
never learned to swim. They were afraid of the water, particularly my aunt. She would hardly even get in a boat to go for a ride. She was
I'll be down there screaming. I will, I'll be the wind beat.
They just weren't comfortable.
After 3 or 4 years.
Mother would go for a ride in the boat. Usually she stayed with
Yeah,
us.
Tony said it's seasonal, like.
Well, we went swimming once in a while in a horse tank.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember that much.
had to be really hot, huh?
In the horse tank.
I don't remember we ever left.
How big is a horse
That
tank?
neighbor who I.
Huh?
It could be large.
I don't know,
Is
I'm
a
not
horse
always.
tank a
How
big
big is a
oval
horse
thing?
tank?
He was telling me.
I always
About
was
10
full of
feet.
walls, I never wanted to get close to it.
10 feet across?
No, something like that, 8, 10 feet.
Oh, you said total talking about tornadoes.
I remember the horse thing, but I don't think I ever, I'm sure I don't think we were allowed.
Half the time it was just.
You didn't do anything you wasn't allowed? You don't remember anything, do you?
Well, I still did never go on the horse tank.
Okay.
No, I really don't remember that at all.
Have you had more tornadoes other than that?
We had one in.
Maybe Julie could do that.
Okay, so, clear. Now you
I
have.
had her taking pictures, but it seemed like every time I focus on the bottle of water.
Anywhere.
Came from the pasture on the north side of the road, and we went up over the road, and he was trying to follow us, and a car hit him,
Yeah,
Did Dawson?
I remember that. It was
Who was
so,
that?
Bob Eiler.
Was he hurt bad?
Well, he was in the hospital for
and yeah, they
several
took him to
days.
the hospital. I think it was mostly gravel burns and.
Yeah, he got, hit like, they hit him straight on.
I don't remember that.
Because he was following you guys?
with us.
Yeah, we were trying to get away from him.
Where was this?
And so
Where was
we were
this
running
at?
up on one side,
well,
down the
the
other
hill
one, he
with the
came
bridge.
on.
Oh, was it?
And it wasn't looking good.
No, I don't.
And he was only
Guys,
about
were
five.
with us.
Probably not.
He fell in awful.
Oh, terrible.
We didn't want him.
And the poor man that hit him,
He washes them.
Yeah.
he just really felt terrible.
I'm pretty expensive.
I just don't know how you get.
Beer?
What was the deal on
Yeah,
that one
beer.
vacation?
Well, they tell me Gene and I are still in the vicinity. When Cheryl.
Did they cancel on the way?
Well, see, I don't have to climb a ladder. It's.
No, we stayed in motel
Except for this one, the big one.
on the way out.
Yeah.
It was in the summer.
That's
I used to ride
Yeah,
it, but I don't think I.
We went out.
I don't think
Dad had
so. I don't
his
think.
sister and
I
my
doubt
brother
she's still there.
And so that was,
It was a
they
little
were
older
always
than you.
really close.
Yeah.
Of course, they came back because they didn't have
Yeah, we're
children and
buying,
they came
but.
back.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
want- I don't
so
want to
weary
start
of doing
out there.
anything right now.
We really had a good time.
Well, how old were you?
I was,
No, I think Red's been gone for a
I
long
think
time.
Morton and I were being
You should be putting yourself to bed.
I think before too long,
Max.
we'll probably do that.
Denise was just asking about our trip to California, our first one. And I think we were gonna be freshmen
So our staircase, you know why.
in high school, I think, the next year.
It was in 1938, I think.
It was the year I started nurses training.
Yeah.
So you guys must have been going to be sophomores, because you were freshmen when I was.
Yeah, that's when you graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think of the car seat I had,
Yeah.
which was a little stool, but right between the folks.
1930.
And then I had a hammock.
I was gonna say, you had a hammock
Hammock
in the back, and you took your naps there in the back. A little hammock that hooks on the windows.
Wow, how neat is that?
How unsafe it would be nowadays.
Yeah, not tied down or anything, so one could just fly. There was no problem.
But there were so many people in the car. You wouldn't have flown very far without somebody hanging on to you.
So this is when you went to
1934
California?
Studebaker.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
He was saying it's 38 and that we were going to be in Sunburn. And Phyllis was going to start nurses training.
More frequently with that.
In 1934 Studebaker.
Were you to the same class school?
Yeah, Morse and I were.
Ah.
He had whooping, we had whooping cough the year he was supposed to start. And so then the next year, he started, and I guess they decided they might as well get rid of me too, so I started too.
She wasn't hired until February. She started
Right
in
now I'm running
September.
the,
As I remember it, Dad wouldn't let me start the school when I was 5 because I wasn't big enough.
Yeah,
Well, you had whooping
yeah,
cough,
the whooping cough kind of took you down.
Yeah.
and they said you couldn't go because you were not well. You couldn't have gone when we.
I didn't remember that.
That sounds a lot better.
Yeah. Anyway, we started the
Well, when
next
are they
year.
moving you to Iowa?
Yeah, we started the same year.
People probably thought you were twins.
We went through.
Well, Grandma would say, you twins go do this, or you twins go do that. She called us twins all the time.
So did you guys like that or not?
We were buddies. One of us did, the other did. And then Phyllis liked to read. She was usually
And now
sitting there reading
your
a book.
children are, your children.
Mother would say, come set the table as soon as I finish this chapter. Then I'd start another chapter.
As soon as I finish this page was the first one. Then as soon as I finish this chapter, well, I'm almost through the book.
So poor mother go do it herself.
No, Mother didn't do it
Oh,
herself.
so you did?
Margie!
Oh, Phyllis and I fought.
Oh, we did until I left home. She wouldn't let us wash dishes together because we kept fighting by ourselves.
But you wrote her a nice letter.
Yes, and a nice
And she
letter.
saved it.
That's what I wrote to you. A nice letter.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we grew out of it, but it was terrible.
One was the table setter and one was the salad maker?
What?
One was the table setter and one was the salad maker?
No, I usually set the table and made the salad. That was about all I knew how to do when I got married.
Phyllis was the cake maker.
Yes, every Saturday morning, Mother would have the ingredients out there and I could bake
Not that
it.
we'll ever have multiple payroll, but.
That's right.
They're closer.
But I never learned to make a pie.
My mother never learned to make pie. She loved pie, but she never ever made one. She was the cake lady.
No granny.
Oh, yeah,
Not yet.
I could
People
bake
have
cookies and
significant
cake,
others
but
Oh, they do.
that they think will.
Like that lady that sat across from you last night. She loved to make pies, didn't she? And she makes 6 at a time and bakes 2 at a time and then bakes 2 more at a time.
I wish that she had another
Because her
oven.
oven
Yeah.
will hold 2 pies.
Who did that?
The lady who sat across from us at dinner last night,
Oh,
her husband is a physical therapist in the
I
hospital.
would get something.
And lives across the street from you
oh,
guys.
okay, I met them.
Down in the
Yes.
corner.
Yeah.
Anyway, she'd like another oven,
But now it's no fun.
so she
because
can make
they're
more than
down
2
next
pies
to
at a
it.
time.
See, I hated that.
She said she was sitting there waiting, you know, that night she had made 6 and what she say she went to bed at 1:30 or something.
No, they just want
And she said she was looking over at your house and thinking, I could be using their oven.
Yeah. Well, she's probably the one that sent some pies over to us.
Yes, she said she sent pie.
Yeah.
Well, now, was she making them for the hospital, or who was she making them for? I can't remember
Well, they
that.
were having a sale.
Oh, okay.
And so she made 6. Of course, he works.
I think we could work out a deal with her, Morris. She can use your oven as long as she leaves a pie behind.
She didn't have the oven. Matter of fact, we got an extra one out in the garage.
She knows
That's why
that.
she threw the toilet.
Oh, okay.
She saw it.
Yeah, they just got a new oven and they can have the old one, as far as I'm concerned.
Maybe that's the way to get rid of it.
Yeah.
We had one of those pies last night because Linda had
It might.
brought
Better
all
than
home.
Yeah. Oh, I've had her pies before too, and they're just delicious.
The crust.
That's my parents.
Well, the filling too.
She didn't know who had baked this one, but it was chocolate.
Usually it's.
chocolate
by the way,
something.
Pecan
I wasn't
and
gonna have a piece of
caramel.
She said, what kind of one?
You couldn't turn that down.
Yeah, that's for sure.
She had made,
You do get our.
she had made 6 pies, I think she made 6 different kinds of pies.
And you, it actually gets.
I was talking away.
Anyway, it's just regular smell in it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see all these pictures.
I know it, because it seems like they've been taking pictures at mealtime, and my mouth is always full or else full.
Mary Lou didn't get a real good one.
Oh, that's horrible.
Well, they should.
I'll make sure he gets rid of it.
Take that off.
I was down there,
Yeah, it was
still about a mile and a half.
Well,
If you went in a straight line.
yeah, if you follow the creek, it was a long way.
Yeah.
No, that's what we would do Sunday afternoon, if it was a nice day.
Yeah. And one time, Morris and Bud went into the creek down in their pasture somewhere down there, and you were barefoot, and you stepped on the ice.
Cut my foot.
And after that, we were never allowed to go barefoot.
No.
Yeah.
No, and that was clear to the other end of the farm.
And you had to walk back.
Yeah. I think I've still got the scar on my foot.
Oh, yeah. That was quite scary.
Some days things sound wonderful, and the next day.
Well, it seems like every time they confess to go twice a week for tests.
See how we fit.
This,
The reflection's coming from over there.
is it? Okay, so
But I can see
can I,
Susan in it.
There's no shades over there.
okay,
Oh, at
is
the
there a
door.
blanket that I could just kind of hang up over
Somebody will have to
the
stand
door?
in front of the window there.
Oh, are we,
It's
you mean
this
black
one is
dress?
what I'm
Yeah,
getting.
it's this
Yeah.
window.
The one
Is
on
it
the
this,
side
okay,
there is the
it's
one
this
that-
window that's the,
Yeah, just close it and see how it goes.
strong.
On the other side.
Okay, we're gonna.
Go to the right. Yeah,
Does
that's,
that do it?
Yeah, we'll see how it.
I do it with this one too.
Yeah, of course.
And I can make it go down, I don't know if that, is that as close as?
Now
this-
shut the door. Oh,
But
that
that
is the
doesn't-
door.
There's a sideline.
That's the
Well,
glass.
it's It's the one on the left side, I think. Don't you
Yes, I think most people come in, yeah.
Marty's not
There,
there.
Yeah, Steve, or I'm sorry, Nick, you need to be. There, you have a blanket. Yeah.
I don't know what it
Towel or blanket.
You know, I can Photoshop it
how are you
out.
gonna
I mean,
hold
it's
it up?
just
Oh,
the,
okay,
in
Pat
the
says
glass.
she can Photoshop it.
It's fine.
Is it?
The only, you know, I don't know what,
What happens if you take the picture down?
is it?
It's awful heavy.
Yeah, does it look
It's
like
very heavy.
It's a
it's gonna
beautiful picture.
reflect? Cause I can go get something to put over that.
I think if Nick is in front of that, Pat can do it. She,
Let's see. Yeah, Marnie's in front of that one. That's good. I'll try not to get, well, really have to get it, but we can work with it here. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Let me just see. Yeah, there's lots of nice lighting here.
Phyllis, could you straighten up?
yeah, let's.
More visitors. Hey, come on in.
See your faces really well. And everybody look and smile.
We're redoing this picture. This is what we're. Oh, don't move! You're blocking.
I'll just get
very bossy.
even if we've got that behind me. I just. Oh wow.
You think he might be?
And then let me go over here.
In that picture, and that's.
See if I can
He's sitting on the end down there.
There we go.
What's that? Oh, thank you.
Sure.
I think you got some
That's
corn.
almost like your cousins, Molly and Haley. Haley and Emma and Cooper and Grace. When they get to be this age, do you think it might be?
All right.
Like that?
See what you think, Sue.
Can we move now?
Now, are we gonna get the
that one
whole
doesn't
group?
get
I
any
don't know what the
reflection.
plan is.
Right, that's a good.
It's kinda hard to get the whole group, there's some of them come and
That's
some of
good.
them go.
Yeah.
And that's good. And yeah.
With
and-
the
Cameras
ones
aren't
we
big
have
enough
here,
for the
but-
whole.
Hello.
How are you? Good to see you.
Okay.
I'm Bill.
No,
That's
that's
more of that.
Hello, I'm good.
Haven't seen you.
I know it.
Yeah, I like that one.
And how are you?
Hello, there's the star. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. How wonderful. So good to see you.
It's good to see
We see her in church.
You have not met Kay yet.
You probably don't see me.
This is Grandma Regenberg.
Give her a big hug.
I've been so anxious to see you.
Let me see that hug again.
You're all blanky, can you give her hugs?
Give her
Big
hugs.
squeeze.
Oh, that's really good.
Backlighting.
Hi.
Oh,
yeah.
Cute.
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Your great
How are you?
grandma. Very good.
So many strangers.
I'm okay.
Yeah. We're gonna try to get one of.
She's been excited to
I
meet Grandma
would love
Ringenberg,
that.
haven't
Do you
you?
think? Do you have time?
I've been excited about
I've got all
you
day,
too.
so whatever you want to do. 'cause
Why
that's
don't you
fine.
come over here and sit down beside me?
I don't know what do you recommend?
Hi there.
How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm Morris.
I knew that.
You did.
Have you been behaving?
Do you have to?
I hope not. Otherwise, we're both in trouble, right?
Yeah, right.
So how is it being back in Lake City?
She doesn't know what to think about it.
Enjoying it?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. About half lost most of the time.
Well, that's okay. So am I.
But I think, you know, this generation, it'd be nice to have one of,
Okay,
of all of
okay.
them.
Pat, you want to go ahead and put us in?
I'm just trying to think what would be the best
Yeah,
spot.
there's 3 generations here, so.
Yeah, I got a little.
So how would you like this? Actually, 4 if you want to count Kate. 4 generations if you want to count Kate.
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
Yeah, exactly. I know that we need a picture of Mom with Matt and
generations.
Yeah, yeah, please.
Yeah.
Take it just a little bit sideways. It doesn't show hard.
Guy that was running around there, he was looking for
Yeah,
the
if we have-
wheelchair I was in.
Oh.
It hadn't been returned.
Oh, okay.
So then he showed us where the.
To get everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 10 years younger.
And
Two or
indulge?
three, yes.
I'll bet you were the little mother, weren't you?
Well, we all were.
Well,
we were
sure.
so excited.
We spent
It was
most
so-
yesterday just visiting and reminiscing.
You bet.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Drove your mother crazy.
I hadn't been in here. This is very nice.
What?
I haven't been in here. This is
Oh,
very
haven't
nice.
you? Well, it's time you were here.
Yeah, that's for sure. You probably remember this place.
Well, not this one.
Yeah.
No, right, right.
Denise and
I've
Bev
been
were both
trying
born
to figure out, you know, what was here. and-
Sure. What the layout it
Yeah,
was.
no, you
Yep.
you can't figure it out.
Did you
anymore.
work
When they
Yes,
left
in this
the
hospital?
other
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Had the hall
Of
down
course,
the
that's where
middle, and you could
the
kind of
twins were
figure out
born
where
here.
they
Oh,
were.
okay.
But we were thinking about this door.
Very
next
good.
Door.
I was born in this hospital.
Where you registered and everything, because you didn't have an appointment, you just went in and
That's right,
registered.
that's right.
And then the rooms started on chest.
As a hospital.
And that's, was it on this side that the rooms were? or
Oh,
on
they
the
were
other
on both
side?
sides.
Because I
It was a
remember
hall
your-
down the middle,
Okay.
and
Then,
when the rooms
Things
started.
going on.
I remember standing at one of the windows and Mom had mine, and looking in.
And I think that was, you know,
So,
this way.
Allison and I both worked for Carol works out really well.
It was nice to have the.
That's just something, I love the exterior, because they were able to do that. Medical community.
So she
I made a lot of pictures.
all over west central Iowa for these kids in like trachs or breathing tubes and feeding tubes and all of that. So she handles. So anyway, she goes to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, gets off at 4:30 in the afternoon. So Karen rides down to Carol with Allison every morning, and Allison's able to drop her off. And then Kemper has this after-school program. It's called Kemper Cares. It's kind of a daycare, and
Which one are you gonna do?
you know, they help kids with homework and take them to the park and this sort of thing. So Kane goes there from 3 to 4:30 when Allison gets off work, and then she rides home, they ride home together. So it works out really well. Like yesterday, Allison had to work late, so I was able to go pick up Kaden when I got done working, and
Where do you want
stuff. So works out well. Works out really well. Then on Wednesdays, Pat and Bill pick her up at school and bring her to the Union Church for their youth program at the church. So.
It's just the two of you. Yeah, I can tell already. Well, where's Jerry?
Busy.
We do, yes, yes. So between.
Sit on the couch.
Oh, where would you like to sit?
I don't care.
Is that better?
How's that?
Okay, now your arm around Phyllis would be good.
How many are?
It looks good. Here, backlighting out of the way, and I just touched my lens.
So maybe what I could do is switch me out, put Mom in Allison's spot.
Matt? Matt, turn this way. No. No. All right.
Yeah. Okay, you want
That's good.
in whether.
And then I'd like a couple pictures with Kayan and Phyllis.
Okay.
Good.
No, you put him back.
We're thinking too that we would like for generation, I'll be the second generation and we'll just get the 4 of us.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
That is wonderful.
You put him back.
Here, you give that to me.
All right now.
Hey, invite your great grandma.
Nanny, what's a picture of you and Grandma?
No. Big smiles,
Look at
sweetie.
your grandmother.
Big smiles. Okay, smile big.
And I don't know if we need to move on.
Like you did for your school picture. Is
That
that how you smile for your school picture?
You should have brought it.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
That was a good picture. Do you want to say it?
Exactly. And this exterior is made.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, 4 generations.
Okay, Mom, I want you to scoot over one. I'm gonna sit on.
You what?
Do you want?
Why did you even
That's
bring
enough.
that?
Okay.
That's enough.
And can I tell you something? This is a really special time for Mom. Or for your great grandmother. I would really like it if you would sit and watch and do it.
You can do that, can't you?
I saw your picture for your first day at school.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Big smiles. Those are not big smiles. Not against tickling those pits.
Kane,
All right.
this is going to be in your book.
Oh, in your book.
I make a photo book for him every year. And so
Sit up,
usually
big
have
smiles.
no trouble with them posing. Wherever we are, they think it's a photo op. All 5 of them. Good smile, Kane.
Good job, baby. No,
No.
we're not done.
I'm trying to.
Okay, stop it.
Until it's ready.
Are you ready?
Okay.
You are just a goof.
I think you're just a little excited, aren't you? Okay, that's
I didn't know what to think of all these people.
one more.
All right. One more. Big smile.
Perfect.
Oh.
Nope. Careful with your feet, please.
I won't say a word.
All right, don't you say a word. You'll find that, but
No,
I
you-
think he was looking at that one when he was trying to.
But you can't see.
I don't know what angle that is from, because we didn't have a fence.
That's a true Snyder.
This could have
Isn't
been.
it?
This could have been a few years later.
Marge, you're kind of sounding like him. You're starting to worry.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, we have to stick up for our own rights.
Absolutely. You better.
Nobody else is going to, I can
Nope.
see that.
See, he's even on the hunt.
Whose phone is that?
Yesterday from Colorado.
Oh, she was. That might be mine. Is that mine?
Oh, let's go get behind
Can we get
Dad.
a picture with your dad?
What are your union rates?
We'll bill you.
See, now they won't say anything.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Some breakfast, we were here yesterday morning, and so, and noon.
Yeah.
Pat's
What
trying
was
to
that?
figure out what all we've done while we've been here. So,
So we've just kind of gotten together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we met Steve and Liz last night.
Yeah,
So
So the whole group or just a few of you
Yeah.
or?
we had 13 last night.
Oh, wow.
And so,
And I think there were 11 here yesterday noon.
Oh, okay. And Rich. And then the rest of the day, let's see, Bill leaves today.
yes,
Yeah, okay.
he's gonna leave
At
here.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But now he said
His dad didn't
that
have a lot of
if we're all
hiking and then stop there for lunch afterwards.
Yes.
They've got some really interesting brews.
They do. Yes.
Took home like a 17% stout that we like.
Oh
and
my
you just had
gosh.
to, they served it at the restaurant and just sniffed it like almost like a cognac.
Yeah, sure. We, let's see, it was last year. It was last year we were there.
Okay.
But we
So it'll be fine.
Okay.
Just keep it in mind.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I really don't know how to answer that question, because I love singing in the choir, I really do, but I haven't, I'm not,
Oh my
I don't know the music, and
Okay, so
I would
this
really like to
then
see you guys singing.
Well, we're gonna have a small group. You've got you guys in the field. Bill Hanks helps in the field, so he's not gonna be there. So we may just have our octet, or maybe even a sextet tomorrow. So,
But it'll be good, no
Yeah.
matter what.
It will.
Yeah.
and Sherry's not gonna be there. She had foot surgery. You know, she had that bunion surgery. So
Well, she can't,
So we get into that.
she has
Yeah, that sounds like a good
I told her you might be sitting by her, so she thought, well, it's sweetie knows this is a good singer. So I'll sit beside her.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah, that would be like the blind leading.
Oh my goodness. So this would be Phyllis and Roger again. Phyllis and Roger?
I would love to do it, but yeah.
But you can see them.
Yes, yes, and that's really what I really like.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You could probably fill in a lot of names on.
Yes, we could.
Yeah.
Who is this? Who is it?
Yeah.
Is it a family dog or?
So it's like,
No,
yeah.
it's not our dog.
Oh. There it is.
I knew I'd seen it before.
That's the picture I was telling you about. That's me, and that's Jean, and this is this car that's mentioned a couple pictures back.
I saw it before.
The Rambler, it's called. Grandpa standing by their Rambler.
Okay.
And that's that same car.
It's nice to have people who makes you think that.
And so that's where he lived in 1960.
And
Have you seen the picture of your house?
Which house? There's been a lot
The
of
one
houses.
that you're in.
Oh, no?
And yeah, John,
Let's see, where is
hated it. You know, he was
Dad
such a.
at the centenary?
Oh, with the plow?
With the plow.
I saw that, it was in this book,
Okay.
but I wasn't sure that was the house.
Three of the pictures, and one of them is right in front of your house.
how about this one?
I don't know.
It's like a little parade or something.
Yeah, because there's
Sarah's in, both Ryan's are in several.
Plow.
there's like three of them right almost together.
Just lets you know, never raises boys.
This is the road race.
This is the house that-
This isn't 30. The snow in 36,
Oh, we've heard about that.
and that's the road area.
You wonder about her.
Then they get to bring a movie.
It's there. It's blowing snow out.
Oh yeah, the plow thing.
And this is the house down the street from us where we lived.
I mean, I bet
Oh.
we'll do that a few times this year if every kid gets to pick.
House on Olive.
Yes, that's exactly.
This guy back here is my brother.
That's the one they built.
Oh, okay.
Next
Do you
door.
have a
Which is
picture
still-
of that one that we took him by in Jefferson? Or not Jefferson,
I got another brother.
Glidden.
I don't think so. Keep- Okay, wait.
Here's some plow horses.
So there are
Right.
four
No, that's gotta
families, two
be-
girls and two boys.
This is a
Probably
main.
Morrison. I'm not sure who.
Keep turning.
Yeah.
I know if you saw it, Bill. I did. I saw the house, but I
Okay.
wasn't sure.
Her
That's your
brother was
house.
next. And then Mars, here you are.
Is.
There
But
was a
look,
there was a
it
porch.
was
And
bigger.
then he was
No,
the
there
Oh
was.
no, there's a house behind.
and
And he's the tallest
out.
now.
Isn't that amazing?
and I think you were 12 years old. Is that what? 12?
Never
You were
noticed
12.
that.
Which
and
house
he
is
was
this
born.
now?
The house we're in.
They just loved having that baby to take care of.
That's.
And they all
Oh,
wanted
yes,
children, so they had
yes.
to take turns.
Isn't that weird?
Now they're all grown up.
Oh my God, that's so
Well, your
weird.
house has been there.
And
Well,
but
this
do you have
was
a
the-
spider right in front of it?
Dobson claimed there was no porch on his house, but there was.
Well, there was.
Yeah.
He rebuilt the porch to look like it originally did. But somebody along the line had taken that porch off and left just a little
Oh, I
bitty thing.
love it.
We gotta get that blown up for a.
But doesn't it look like the house was
See, this was-
bigger? I mean,
No.
out there. You see what what I'm looking at?
I do, but I don't think it.
It must be a house next door.
No, it actually, this is all trees.
Yeah.
So it ends right there, I think. But that was the Iowa Centennial year.
Does it have a year on it?
It says about 1946.
Yeah, I'd have to look up in history to know when the centennial was,
Because
but
I was in the parade in '55.
We have grandpa's boots.
oh, his feet,
God, they're God.
his
awful.
feet were sore because they didn't fit. When he got done walking the parade, he was really complaining about his feet. Because those boots didn't fit.
That is our house.
It is. Is that so cool? Keep it out. Keep it out. We'll never find it again. I gotta make it bigger.
It's our house.
Oh, cool.
The one we live in now. This is Grandpa Snyder.
Oh, wow. You guys just fill in this
In like
stuff?
46.
Because Dad
This is the ghost house
You sit down here.
from 1946. About.
She had a long time ago when.
Have you seen any ghosts yet?
Yes, you do.
But at first I couldn't.
This is the museum right here.
Wearing these.
Oh, yeah.
Have you?
I heard a little something in my,
That's all I need to be worried about is
what I, no, what I use as my closet room. I was up there,
Upstairs.
yeah, on the second level, and it was in the back, and I was putting on my, the girls were there, I was putting on my makeup, and the girls were in the bathroom, and I said, "What are you doing?" "Nothing." So I went out there and there was nothing. So I went to the edge, it was just kind of getting dusk, and I went to the edge of the room and I leaned down, and I couldn't hear anything, but sure enough, when I sat back, it was just like, I don't know, something
Is
like
that upstairs to the right? Like as you go up the front steps?
to the left, far back by the bathroom.
It's in the northwest corner.
What's
You know, my,
Who?
on the other side of my family, on the green side, well, it'd be the Ottos, Nancy Shetler, you probably didn't know Nancy, but she lived there. So Nancy would be my mom's sister. So she'd be my great aunt. So she lived there, and she had
Everybody's related to everybody.
interesting things.
What happened?
I'll just go in the bathroom.
She was putting she was upstairs putting on her makeup one day and had something happen. And I don't, I'll have to find out from her picture.
Same thing, I was taking care of my makeup. And I kept hearing it. I mean,
Your dad,
I actually got
Snyder, and Van Horse.
What did you hear? That I went back.
That's what she's holding there.
What did
Yep.
you hear?
Has something to do with makeup, maybe.
I think she either heard something or she saw something. And she was the only one in the house.
I haven't seen anything, but since our daughter passed away, I
house.
see spirits,
Oh, sure.
and they don't come often enough for me. I want them daily, but
Yeah.
I do feel her presence.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, but something on
Jerry
the
doesn't
outside.
think so.
No, but see,
And his boots didn't fit.
Tony
When he got done with that
and,
parade,
well,
his
a
feet
lot of
were
us
just terribly
have
sore.
caught a glimpse of Jamie.
So we
Really?
Just like, I think,
That was the
I worked with a lot of people at Caltech in my job,
That's Grandpa.
and one of them came by my office one day, and I said, "You're gonna think it's funny, but
They borrowed
they,
his plow from the
there are,
ranch house in
I
Omaha.
believe there's another side."
Always
And
had
she
it there,
said,
so they borrowed
"You
it.
know, I'm a scientist,"
Oh,
and she
that's an
said,
original.
"I believe
Daryl would just be.
there's
Put wood underneath
right
it.
now, and some of us are able to
Sure.
come
Okay, so
through, like
they could
another
drag it through.
dimension,
Mm-hmm.
but not all the
Yeah, we're gonna
time,
have a picture of
which,
the
you know, all of us
original-
want here.
Yeah, right,
But-
right.
Got that 100, but
No, it is, I did for the first time over there, heard something in that background.
Yep. And it scared her enough that she took off out of there. Yeah. I'll have to find out for sure. I'll get the story for sure.
Yeah, you have to.
So yeah.
I haven't heard any like creaking. Of course, but
Whatever that is, we, at the, was it?
There she is.
I knew that.
That's the same one.
because it was the floor.
Working that same place I work at.
And your voices and anything.
Get to work
There
on
was some.
it together.
Yeah. When I asked Jerry, I swear that
Marnie spent most of the
if
Oh, wait.
experience is for you.
No,
that
yeah,
air
it is.
crazy.
2:30
I was
a.m.
thinking it might be.
I'll get the story
If
for
you
you.
want to shoot it in an airport, you can also get in late.
Yeah, yep.
Like maybe it'd be nice to put it.
No, fortunately.
Yeah,
Yes, for the next people.
Okay.
Right,
That
right.
That would have been
I
nice.
was.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what we would have done.
It runs north and south by their house. don't
Yeah,
it?
just West Street.
Because I
Yeah, West
noticed
Street
the
does.
stop sign and then I thought, no, that
That's
is.
Olive Street, we lived right
So
down
it's recent.
down there.
They built
Creation.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're not
Right,
really.
is that right?
Oh,
That's a very
that's
cool
a neat
But I
picture.
did freeze on it. I
You know, I remember the plow that Grandpa used to have above the garage.
Daryl Indell.
No, well, we have, when he was working for John Deere,
Wow.
they were celebrating.
Oh my gosh, Bill, I want you to fill in all of this. Would that be neat? Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill, just whatever you remember. And you too, Marge, because Dad couldn't remember and Mom didn't write on all of them.
Okay, this is
Besides the deer,
Stacy Pro
one of
Wrestling
those,
with Jim.
which was like the original.
Jim,
Yeah,
that's
it's,
Jim.
I have quite a few things that I've copied and never gotten mounted. I would rather just start a new part and figure out how to mount it.
Just keep moving forward.
So, anyway, well, one of the things that you kind of have to figure out how you're going to take a car at digital
Right.
for a man walk in front of you. But anyway, just as a for instance. It would be for you.
Well, Tony and
This one,
Heather.
you know, it comes apart. So I can wrap them up, and that you see it's a square wire, so if it was round, it would spin when I put it together.
That keeps it in place.
Keeps it in place. But all of these, you know, come apart so that I can pack
Were they
them
drinkers?
and take to shows or
Because
to
Dad
a
was a
program or
smoker.
something like that.
Nice.
And I did, a lot of
Bible
people knit
thumpers?
the feet too,
Well, there
I
now.
just buy.
Father
This one,
was a smoker.
make the legs
I was
out
a
of
smoker,
grass,
but not my fault.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I'm not sure that they were even aware of it for a long time.
And right now I'm mounting
Strange.
full-size rock
Great use. All
Well,
their
of
friends
course, then they
went down
didn't know
there.
it was not healthy. You know, it was recommended for lung problems and the mental was supposed to help your
And their dad
lungs and all of that. So,
Okay,
It'll be
okay.
fine as
So
long
how
as
do you
you
work
have
the
it.
breast? Then you have to like.
But if they really
Problem,
want to,
college.
or you have to.
The more money I'll
Right.
make,
So
the
they,
do that.
that's what they
Okay.
Well, good for you.
Mom
that
was
you
a
quit.
smoker.
But that doesn't.
Now, is this
It's
is
every time.
Would be too easy.
Okay.
got your and who's the baby?
Yeah.
What is Smithsville?
Well, you know, it worked for a long time, and then she
She's
would
because-
remember that
And
she
I
and Dad were
even
gonna go to
stuff
art
that
She's the
fits
on
oldest.
vacation. She
sometimes
said,
fits
you know,
inside
I think
the
I'm just
And there's
gonna
only
smoke
one.
while I'm on vacation. Well, you don't just smoke, you know,
No,
and then that
So
went
maybe
on.
this one was written on the back.
Pictures, I
Yeah,
think.
oh no, oh no, we thought it was Morris.
Well, Morris is dead.
Oh, Morris's dad, yeah, okay.
A lot of these pictures I recognize.
Texturing on it.
Kept playing all these
Yeah.
good stuff, like, I heard somebody in glaucoma, they were making her breathless for the medication, so they had to completely get rid of one
Decorative than
medication,
realistic.
which
This
then
is
made
higher
her
and look like that if it was
microchip, which
realistic.
meant they couldn't treat her.
What would it look like instead?
Well, you know, like you can see how this eye is done, it's, you know.
And
Yeah,
so it was so high.
The design
the
like that was
surgeon
more like a
cleared his
design
schedule,
instead
she
of
went right
free.
in.
And this is
Next
cardstock.
surgery day, which was
Just
paper,
paper.
I think.
And I just cut
And
three
she
out
had
that were
two
identical,
very
painted them,
high
stacked them on top of each other and spun it so that they.
And,
And then this is copper wire out of an
she
electrical
said, now how
cord.
long is this tube gonna last?
Really?
And, you know, some have real fine copper wire and some have heavier things. And I just then screwed that. I mean, this even comes
Better every day.
but I just put a screw in the center and screwed it in there.
That's such a creative use piece of wire. I never would have guessed that, but now that you say it, I can see it.
And sometimes I have trouble getting this back in, so I might not get it.
MS?
Oh, you gotta have just the right
Well,
angle.
it's again when I've got a square thing.
Yeah.
Stop this shot.
In fact, I
no
saw
idea.
you the
That
last
must
time I
be
took
some
Mom, but I didn't know you were there until you were walking
Did you
in.
design the cactus as well?
Yeah.
Well, you see, I started out in the class with something
wait.
that was.
And I didn't see
This
Denise
is
until you
all
walked out the
Mr.
door.
Charles
Yeah,
Yes, these are.
Two ships in the
But I
night.
started out with
Oh, okay.
This is all one.
Not a good place to
But
be.
then I decided that I wanted to do the cactus. So I then had to build something to go with, to create it, because I didn't have any wood.
Right.
So, yeah, I kind of. And if you really knew your cactus, this wouldn't quite work, because these, it probably wouldn't be there, like that, and these are always on the edge.
Right.
Okay.
I've
That's
learned
a
as
good
I go.
idea.
You needed
Don't
some
know
place to
who
put the
can't
other
see you,
foot.
though. You can't, because you look like you could see me. And so I
That's awesome.
And of course, it's
Nice,
like,
Pat Albright.
I think it's like what you do with your social thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of people, it's fun to be with the people.
Yeah.
And I've met a lot of wonderful people through art. I like to go to
That's
shows
right.
because I know a lot of people.
Jan was, she was allergic to whatever it was,
I go to
and so she would be down for 24 hours.
That's a neat picture.
Gave
So
her
Bill is the baby.
Those
the pain was
classes
just
that I've been
incredible.
from
She dreaded it
Wisconsin.
every month.
I always had.
Bill's always been the baby.
Morris.
And then
Even
Morris
when I was
behind.
Yeah.
And it takes too
Late,
long.
you always said you could trade his little brother.
Yeah, of course.
Catch
Probably
up on
still
people
does.
every so often.
And you know, some
The rest of that night.
And who is that?
That's Marge.
Oh, Marge.
Mhm.
It's been.
In the RV?
How long have you been having
Myself,
He looks like a gangster.
Oh, I see.
it's a square.
Is that your dad?
Thing, and I can't seem to
And it was.
hold myself steady. And I've had trouble
That's
getting
Marge and Phyllis and me.
And so he said.
I don't know where Morris is.
Too much fun.
He could have been
I should
with
work on
service.
that to make it easier.
Oh, yeah.
Just getting the right angle. There we go.
That's really pretty.
And I was telling the flowers, just cardstock.
Oh, really?
And then just cut 3
Oh,
pieces
wow.
out, really
Yeah.
identical, and painted them and then put them
Way
at different
cool.
angles. And the center part is made out of copper that's in the middle of electrical wire.
Oh, yeah, it sure is, isn't it?
Isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
He just
And
remembered
then
the
there's other
branch.
little things like usually we put a wire in the beak. You can't see it.
Sure.
But it protects that so that if you bump things together, you're not so easy.
Is this real wood?
Yeah, it's a piece of driftwood.
Cool.
The base, I think this is a piece of cherry.
Okay.
Someone turned on a lathe.
Sure.
And I don't do that, but I have friends who do that. And then, of course, you can buy some just.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Cool. And this is driftwood then, too?
Yeah.
Whose
Nice.
car is this?
Yeah, you've seen that. You've seen that a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's red.
This is really cool.
Yeah, we've got.
I have a friend that I carved with. He lives in Cedar Falls.
Yeah.
And he and
Got
his
you.
wife moved to Cedar Falls from
That's
Tucson.
me.
I
His
think
wife was originally from our area, and he had friends.
I've seen you in that jacket
That's me.
before.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, he
Got
never
that
lived
look.
in an
Oh.
Good look.
And there's that
Anyway, he
shot.
wanted to carve an elf owl.
But that's before
It was his
the
favorite
death
bird
of
in
Yeah.
Arizona.
That's
So
the
the
original
man that
building.
we've
Oh,
done
yeah.
a lot of carving classes with over the years.
Now, did you do anything in that shot? Or were you too little?
We did
No,
this.
I worked.
Yes. So this one? Cool. Oh, really?
And there's another
Yeah.
elf.
Well, and I heard that you recently walked
I think
out
I've
to the
seen
ground.
those.
The-
Yeah.
When was this? An elephant?
Cool.
Cool.
My walker. Good for you.
And the same gentleman and I, every Monday night, we drive to a little town north of Cedar Rapids and meet with other carvers. And everybody works on whatever they want to work on.
That's kind of fun.
And share and help each other.
Yeah.
So sometimes we're working with someone else on the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Another friend of mine that lives in the Cedar Rapids area, next Monday night we're going to start a new project. It's a cedar wax wing with one wing up.
Oh, wow.
So
Cool. And these are just so intricate. They're amazing. I can't believe how light it is. Especially
the wood that we use is tupelo, and it comes from the south.
Oh, really?
And it grows in the watery areas.
Okay.
And it's the reason that we like it is because it has practically no grain.
Oh.
You know, if you try to carve something that's got a lot of heavy grain like oak or something,
Oh, I'm sure.
you get to a hard or a soft place, and you can't make two eyes look alike.
Right.
You need something that's
It's going to be
plain.
consistent, yeah.
Twins.
And this tupelo,
they're in front
I
of
do
the
power carving instead of knife
Oh,
carving.
okay.
And the tupelo works very well.
Before, they delivered on Friday, and you had to have it in by Thursday, your list, you know. And then they would deliver it Friday.
Oh, well, I don't think there's any, I could be wrong about that, but I don't think there's any specific day that you can just call it in. That's just the way I understood from Mom.
I may need that in the winter, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. But,
Well,
good for you getting out there and getting, it makes you feel so much better too to get out and walk.
It does. I walk, I can't walk fast without my walker, so I walk with my walker, and I walk to this driveway, go down here and go to that driveway for 25 minutes. And so I feel like I'm getting a little exercise that way.
So when you walked back from the grocery store, how did you feel when you got back?
I mean, tired.
Okay, but not
Like after I rested.
okay.
But you don't get breathless or anything.
I remember about this walking very far. But with my walker, I've always been able to just go like that. I don't know, I thought it was maybe up here.
Don't worry.
But you have something to lean on or something.
Much more stable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, because I can just walk right along with that. So I don't question it anymore. I just run around here, and the neighbors probably, because it clanks,
she goes
you know.
again.
Yeah, trying to take a nap in those darn wheels.
I know. There came Marge. I could just imagine doing that. But anyway, as I said, there's lots of mistakes.
Sure. That's right, you're healthy and you get out.
So it'll turn up someday.
Somebody said maybe we could go outside to, if you can get it, you
Let's
know,
see if we
as
can
long
get
as
folks
it's
to do that.
physically
Yeah.
able to do that, that'd probably be good.
And do you want to look out here to see?
Oh, wow. 4 chairs and then everybody else.
That's somebody in California.
The middle one is Al Schinkelberg,
Oh, okay.
and that's,
I don't know how she ended up with it. Mom gave me all some shaving things that he had when he was barbering.
Okay.
I don't know how she ended up with them, but
I don't know either.
about 6 months ago, she
yeah, that's Al.
handed
We're
those
looking
over.
for a place outside that we might have a
I'm
big
glad to know
family
where to
group.
go if I want to see them.
Yes, absolutely.
God, I love this picture. Yeah, I lived in this thing 20 times and didn't really, of course, we didn't have a house then either, but.
Right.
That's the house you're in now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry that you just missed our daughter Julie and her husband. They're here. They were to
And that's from the, when was that picture taken?
So I can't, it was the Iowa
It
Centennial.
says 1946 about.
But we can look it up,
Yeah.
but it was the Iowa Centennial Parade.
The bicentennial, or whatever it was 55.
Oh, that's too bad.
I think it was,
I'm not sure what grade it was. It wouldn't have been a centennial, that's every 50 years, right?
That is very
I'd
true.
have to look up some.
But she did get to meet a lot of people in the short time that they were here.
Do you see them often?
Well, if it was 50 years, it'd be in the 30s.
Okay. Need an arm or anything? Cheers. Yes. Yes, aren't we clever? You guys can sit wherever you like. I think that you all are sitting those full chairs.
Oh, we gotta sit up there?
Well, however, you know, it doesn't bother me. However you guys want to do it.
I think that would be appropriate.
Well, I got what I mean, I want the whole group is what I want. So however this group is. And
Should have 2008 Chevy and I bet it's anything that's gonna last.
You know,
no, that sounds no. I want feedback. Yeah. But and Pat, you know, she has other ideas. But yeah.
This one here is yours. Okay, let's see.
My parents just got a RAV4 and they
No,
love
this.
it.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and sit down and I'll move this.
This one over here. Okay. If we're going in age order.
Are we in numerical order?
I'm not ready for that race yet.
Oh, you're not?
Damn, I think you could have chairs because it's going to be a while before everybody gets here.
Very fashionable.
They got the limit. We don't have the limit.
Okay. So Pat, feel free to move anybody, you know, put.
Let me just see how. Okay, then just fill in behind. Marnie, you get in there.
Nick, you should.
Everybody.
Fix us up.
The big black wig.
Yeah, whatever you can do.
Yeah.
You all look just fine. I don't think you're gonna have to.
Maybe I
So-
have my groceries.
Yes.
Yeah, I got everything I need.
You got everything you need. Okay, so I think we're good to go back in.
Okay, here, let me.
That's why I read out my own.
I'll be right back with it.
Nice, isn't it?
Okay, I'm gonna bring that walker back.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
Just smile like
The walker.
show me how you smile.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Nobody else but Susan cares about you.
Well, thank you.
You are so welcome. Okay, so all good.
Going down to the right place. Picture there too.
Oh, at your place?
No, in front of, he's got coming from a long line of, well, not a long line, but the original line of a teetotaler in front of the bar might be a good.
Or inside.
Inside the bar.
Where were they going?
I'm not quite sure where to go with that one. I don't know.
Just go with it.
Go with it, sure, but let's,
They were gonna go to the bar.
Oh.
That's why you turned around, I know.
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah, I feel like I'm at your wedding. Are you having fun? Glad you came. Oh, good.
When I come in here, I just reach over and look.
I got it.
Yeah, next.
Get you back to your chair. No.
She comes here and she jumps right in the car as I'm sitting.
Wow.
And she doesn't know what to do with her, so many.
Sure.
Is still in there too.
Oh.
They really are.
Maybe you even notice. It's a kind of a new, it's not a, here's my place.
That's what I've been looking for.
You know, we're not gonna
huh?
sound like this, so don't get your hopes up.
You didn't want your picture taken? Oh, for goodness sakes.
I don't think so.
So can I come pick him up?
We don't go to church. I do.
On a certain day.
We have a nice plan.
It was written after Katrina. Hurricane Katrina.
I've sung this I do in church before.
What's that? There's a song on YouTube.
Oh.
Part you sing. Well, I've always been alto, but I've been singing soprano because we're low on soprano, so soprano. But then we have, that was such a touching service at church, and I took pictures, and you can hide behind that and not cry. Or if you do, people can't see your eyes. You know, so, you know, I was talking to Betty about that, and she said, I'm that way with preaching too. You know, you know, when you get into your whatever you call it, you know, it saves you from, I mean, you have the emotions, you just can't, you know, you can't express them, So sometimes getting behind a camera is that way too. You're there, but you're not, you know, you're looking through the lens of something that's not real life, I guess, or something, I don't know.
It's like you're watching it on TV.
Yeah.
These horses aren't really going to trample me.
No, they always go around.
Here. Yeah.
At least on TV they do.
What's going on? Both businesses are so unpredictable, you just never know.
Okay, well, and how long does it take you to get there?
To Carroll? Well, when I work ambulance, I have to be in Carroll, so I'll be there for 24 or 48 hours. But like, to get to the funeral home, 20 minutes.
That's okay.
Yeah,
People who live in town have to drive further than that.
Yeah, that's
Longer
exactly.
than that most places.
Yeah. You know, in the middle of the night, if I would get a call in the middle of the night if somebody would die in the middle of the night, it takes me to get up and, you know, shower, shave, put a suit on. It takes me about 45 minutes to get to the funeral home. So that's really not too bad.
It was go home. See, Bill's up. We went to a concert last night in Ames. We went to a little big town. It was
That's nice.
And she's very shy, like
but it was such a good concert. And then they had two warm-up bands.
Just put your hand out and see if she'll sniff
Love
it.
those two. They were really good.
Just put your hand out like this.
I've never heard
See if she'll sniff it.
But Kayan goes to Kemper down there in Carroll. And Allison works in Carroll as well, so we're all down there all the time. So, excuse me. Hello. Yes.
You gotta have a nap though this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
I had a blanket, and one time they were gonna go fishing, and they cut it up into squares so I wouldn't drag it all like stuff. Cut the little squares.
You were not happy about that.
You seem still bitter
Oh,
about
okay.
it.
Oh, okay. That was the upstairs bathroom. So where was that bathroom at?
Well, you just have
Put your hand out,
to get
Bean,
a
let her
hold of
sniff
the
you.
schedule and sleep. Later
Or maybe she wouldn't. I don't know, she's pretty shy, she may just be unfriendly.
She just seems
Oh,
to
really?
go away from her.
You're not sure?
Neither one
That
of
was
them.
business.
go down to the
Oh,
driveway.
you are so welcome, you're so welcome.
And do you want me to?
Oh, wonderful.
I appreciate your company.
All right.
Would it be better if you help me out? I really don't know this.
She was the star of the week.
Why don't you just look at them?
The yard. So we got to go eat lunch with
The yard.
her yesterday.
Actually, the
I'm
easiest
gonna
thing.
stay the rest of the day.
It's a big
would be to just.
It looks like fun. I wanna go back to kindergarten. I know.
So did you go to school last year, or does it start out all day from the beginning?
Let's see, she was
Okay,
in
sounds good.
preschool last year, it was a half day last year.
At the school?
Yep,
and Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so
I want to hear the story.
Oh.
You have to call me because I do have.
So it was the upstairs bathroom, and she never saw anything. She would hear voices when she was in
Think
the
the dog
bathroom.
likes your blanket.
And so this happened several times that she would hear, but she could never make out what the voices were saying. And then,
She let her touch
my
you. She'd like to
cousin
just
Meg,
touch you a little
who's
bit,
sitting
maybe, and feel
behind
how
me, she was
silky
about
your ears
4.
are.
And Nancy had never said anything to the kids about hearing this. She was about 4, and she went up to Megan, went up to Nancy and said,
Very fluffy
Mom,
tail, doesn't
why,
she?
when I'm in the
Where
bathroom,
did she put it?
people talk to me? So she was hearing it as well.
Where's your fluffy
So-
tail?
See, I was hearing
Where
it in
did
the
your
corner
fluffy
by the
tail?
bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it was coming
Yeah,
through the bathroom.
soft.
That could
I
be.
don't know. I'll hunt it down.
All right.
I will hunt it
You'll
down.
have to get ghost hunters.
I will welcome
We
them.
should just all go and do a ghost hunt sometime.
Yeah.
Halloween, everybody.
Yes.
Sorry, can you tell what we're saying?
No, it's a muffled noise. I only heard it once.
They're talking.
Just
Okay.
one, but
Okay.
it's in the corner.
One.
And it was actually,
It's
I hadn't
probably
even
a
put on
bat.
makeup
She'd be
till
afraid of
yesterday
that.
because we've been so busy. And I was in that room and I was putting on my makeup. And it was so weird.
She's
He had
complaining
said
about our bugs.
Well,
about someone doing their makeup. And I
Huge
said,
bugs we have in
yeah, it's
Iowa,
weird
and
because
they
I was putting
bite
on my
you.
makeup.
Mm.
I mean,
She
it was
went out.
enough of a sound that I got off of the chair and I actually went and put my ear down because I was thinking,
Maybe
hell
there's
no,
a
if there's a rat in
ant.
this house.
It's
It's mine.
That goes
It's
outside
mine.
the.
I won't be having rats. So I was kind of wondering if it was that, but no, it was more of a muffly. I just said, oh,
Muffled voices.
and it stopped.
So you're not alone.
Maybe not. Yay.
Interesting. Well, it's nice that you welcome them.
I do.
Those are
I
best
welcome
kind
the
of-
dead
Yeah.
into my life constantly.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I want it. Oh yeah.
Well, I do too, but that's very different.
Yeah, you're going to be putting them
Business
under.
purposes.
That's terrible. You're gonna be hearing voices.
You know, here he is, a paramedic, and then. I don't know, this seems like a conflict of interest.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's a little low on business. Let's give you a shot.
Well, see, if
Please don't pick me up.
If you truly think about it, the more I can take care of people while they're living is job security there. I know I'm gonna get you eventually.
That's a given.
Yes.
No doubt.
So I
How
figured
far are you into
I'll
the
be done in March.
undertaking?
I've been working for the funeral home for
You see
off
yourself?
and on for 21 years.
Really?
Yeah, I started
And you
when I was-
like it?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Actually, when his grandfather died, Tony's dad, then.
I handled all of the arrangements. I involved him and did everything. Yep.
No, that's.
Mhm.
Right, you know, when you think about history of you're dressing the dead, you know, and
There's something holy about
there
it.
is,
Oh.
and cathartic, and
Yeah.
you know, helps healing with,
Right.
you know, being able to wash,
Why don't
you
you sit
know,
down here?
the loved ones and get them ready.
I wouldn't
prepared.
have wanted it any different. I wouldn't have wanted anybody else to take care of him, you know, if it was, and that's very, very close to my mom's dad, and, you know, it was just something that I had to do for him, you know, and for my family. And, so, yeah, I hate.
Wow, that's really good. That's good for you.
Mhm. Yeah, it's, when I first started with the funeral home, when I was 15, I was scared to death of it. Just absolutely scared. I wouldn't go. My mom's husband got a little tooted up one night with this funeral director, and the funeral director was telling him how he needed somebody to mow the lawn. So my mom's husband decided that I would be a good candidate for that job. So I ended up mowing the lawn. Well, the lawnmower was in the back garage. Well, there were caskets in there, you know, they'd store some caskets in there. The hearse was in there. It scared the hell out of me. So
Right.
there's no way I was going in that garage. So I made them get the mower out of the garage. If, you know, they call me and say, "Can you mow today?" Yep, set the mower out. So they'd set the mower out, I'd mow the lawn, I'd put the mower back beside the garage, and I always bagged the grass clippings. And they had this old station wagon, just this old beat up station wagon that they used to, you know, like a pickup. But and so I'd bag the grass clippings, and I was supposed to put the bags of grass into the station wagon. Well, I knew at some point they'd probably haul the body in that station wagon, and so I was not going to touch that vehicle. So I'd set the bags of grass next to the station wagon and let them put it in. Then one night I had mowed, and they had a funeral the next day, and my boss came out and he said, "Hey, we're really busy. Is there any way I could get you to wash the hearse for tomorrow?" Are you kidding? No. So yeah, I washed the hearse, and the garage that the garage where we wash the vehicles is heated. Well, it was getting to be winter time, and it was cold out. But I wouldn't put the garage door all the way down because I needed an escape route. So then, you know, mowing the lawn led to washing the cars. Well, then I also worked at Hy-Vee, and I just turned 16. And my boss called me one night. It was about 9:30, and it was on a Friday night. He called me at Hy-Vee. He said, "What time are you off?" I said, "I'm off at 10 o'clock. Why?" He said, "Well, I've got a death over in Jefferson. I hurt my back today. I can't do any lifting. I need you to go with me." I said, "No way." He said, "It'll be all right. I'll walk you through it." No. So I went home, put my suit on, went back up to the funeral home. We went over to Jefferson. And he said, "All right, when we get over there, just, you know, wrap the body in a sheet, and then you'll pick them up, put them on the cot. There'll be a nurse there that'll help you," and this sort of thing. We were in the nursing home. I said, "Okay." So we got over there, and we brought the cot into the room, and I'm just shaking, and it's like, oh boy, I've actually got to do this now. So that was the first time that I ever helped with, and then from then on, I helped with visitations and funerals, and
wow,
yeah.
He knew how to desensitize.
That's
Yeah.
That's so good.
So
yeah. So you've got your hands on a lot. That's good.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Nice
Thank you
meeting
so much.
Thank you.
all of you.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. See you tomorrow at church.
Okay.
That is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today's Saturday.
Today's Saturday.
Okay, we're back on the day.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Pat.
Bye.
Oh, I'm so glad. Well, that was real nice.
So when Alice and I started dating, I was actually living in the funeral home in Sac City.
Oh.
I lived in what I call the penthouse. It was clear up in the attic, essentially, of this funeral home, and so she'd come stay at the
Were
funeral
you
home.
freaked out? No, didn't bother you?
Not at all. And I don't know why, just, not at all.
Now, where's Sac City? Is that close?
It's about 30 miles northwest of here.
I'm getting to remember all these little towns. You just run through them and you blink.
Yeah.
I know it.
But yeah, that's we started dating.
And you're a paramedic for just Lake City?
Carroll.
That's right.
Oh, Carroll.
Yep.
Carroll.
Yep. And I've been doing that. I'm in my 18th year doing that. So.
Do you know where Jefferson is? What he was talking about?
I like Carroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice town. Good sized.
It is. We went to Penny's and I picked the girls up some clothes, and then across this, was that Sam's sandwich or something? That was good. That was sandwich.
There's another really nice restaurant that we like in Carroll. What's it called, Marge?
The winery?
The winery.
Oh, yes.
We haven't been there.
It's
What's
an
it,
old
Charlie?
car
We haven't been there yet.
We like Charlie's.
It's an old
Winery.
car
Yeah,
dealership
I'll have to go down.
that they've made into a place where they actually make and bottle wine.
Yeah, they make wine in
Yeah.
there.
Wonderful.
I'll be going there.
Beautifully
For her wine cellar.
I'll be fine.
But it's a good restaurant too.
Well, try
Tony and
that.
Heather like it there too.
Yeah.
And we just haven't been there yet.
Yeah.
Now that the Carnegie's not open.
Yeah, right. You have to look around.
How's that going? Do they have a buyer?
I don't know. Tammy claims she has some interest, so
And it would be to continue the Carnegie, so that's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be great.
And what are Tony
The
and
real
Heather
estate
doing
guy.
all the time now that without the
Yeah,
Carnegie open?
where are they going?
Where do they go?
Well, Merle stopped by last week and wanted to sell it to me. I said, what the hell am I gonna do with a restaurant?
But he said he had
Run
someone
it?
that was interested in the Carnegie.
Well, it was opening a Mexican restaurant in town.
But he was gonna talk to him about though.
Oh, I hope he doesn't make that into a Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so too.
That would.
Well, you better get it bought.
That's really what I want, is a restaurant.
And work 24 hours a day,
Yeah,
7
well,
days a
that-
week.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I quit working a long time ago. I'll stay there.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Sit down over here a bit.
Well, we better get out of here.
Yep.
Well,
You ready to go, Dad?
Yeah, I probably ought to,
Let's go mow the funeral home.
We've got 3 calls. We've got a gentleman, 40 years
You
old.
wanna go to
that-
church tomorrow?
This guy was actually
No.
a senior when I was a freshman. He was a star football player. He ran my ass over
Got my pillow
a
out.
few times, football
You don't know
practice
what
and
it's
stuff.
like now,
We've got his service on Monday. That's
but
gonna
I
be
guess
nice.
you're old enough to
Well, if
decide
you
for
need
yourself.
practice, you can stop in my yard and mow that for me.
Have
No,
you
I-
seen
I had
ours?
to turn you down.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay,
Well,
yeah,
I
the
just
funeral
thought
home
maybe
gets
you'd
done,
like
ours
to
does
go
not.
all of it.
Oh.
No,
Ours is mowed.
He's
Parts
gonna
of
get.
it.
He's gonna get you now. Just like a man.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, Dad, you ready?
I'm ready.
Is it nap time?
A little
After
lunch
lunch.
and then nap time.
Way past.
He's very.
9:30.
He's pretty scheduled man.
And 2 o'clock.
Oh, okay. 2 nap times.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh, that
And then he
sounds
takes a long walk.
Sometimes I run together, but.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you two got here.
Yeah.
Yes. Me too.
And you're
Good to see you.
Been a real pleasure.
Yeah. It's good to see. I'm sure we'll see you around town.
Oh, you might.
We might.
Yeah, you might.
Well, it was good to see you
I
guys.
touch him walking all
Yeah. Yeah. Are you guys here for a while?
No,
Just
we
you
go.
know, okay.
We got a party to go to.
Oh, well, of course.
You don't want to miss it out on anything.
No, that's for sure. So hopefully we'll see you before you take off again. Yes. Maybe, depending on what your schedule is and stuff, maybe lunch or something.
Don't even have a schedule, I don't think, it's up to her.
Okay, well, we'll get a hold of Susan and stuff, so, all right.
When you hit 90, you don't have a schedule.
Yeah, oh, I see. So I gotta wait till I'm 90 to not have a schedule?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe you could slip it in just a little earlier.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try.
Like
80, yeah. Oh, okay, and,
Lunch is.
oh, okay.
I don't know how to make.
Yep.
I don't know what I do. You're so quiet, so lovely. You're like a princess.
Why did you set her up for that?
She's the princess.
You know what? I think that would be so much
Yeah,
fun.
right.
But I don't think I know the music well enough to really do a good job.
Yeah, I was gonna
When
walk
you're
in,
ready.
I was gonna walk in front of
Go
it.
for it.
I will.
This is our house. Well, you didn't tell me
What,
that.
honey?
This is the first
Extra
time I
what?
noticed it.
Music? We have the music at home too, don't we?
Do you practice at home? See, that's good. That's good. That's why it's important. The choir members need to practice.
So I want to blow it up a little bit more so I can see it better.
So,
my eyes are crooked.
I do not. No, I do not sing well. So.
Well,
You were behind your dad.
I'm just an average singer.
If there were more guys that I could blend with a little bit more, but there just aren't.
But you know that it just takes some guys brave enough and someone else.
A long one, like showing you when you made it.
There's so much to do.
Well, maybe.
That'd be
If you
neat.
find it.
Well, we're gonna have to go on the hunt. I'm letting Marge, you need to still borrow the picture books, right? Or did you want?
I don't, why don't you leave him now?
I'll leave them.
Yeah.
I'll leave them. He was just saying there's another picture of him right behind his dad.
Oh, I
So I was
didn't-
thinking we could make, I
Yeah,
don't know.
make one out of it.
Mhm.
Figured it.
That'd be kind of neat.
I think that's,
With
yeah,
your
that's,
pony.
that's, that's, with the plow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plow we have in the
Yeah.
garage.
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's
no.
a different one.
It's a different
Oh,
one.
really? No good reason.
I think it's the same one. Well, I don't know.
Well,
Well, you had
Bill-
it.
Bill knows.
That one was borrowed from Omaha Branch. That was their, they had it displayed.
The historic
Branch
We
house.
had it for years.
You still ain't got anything about it?
Not the same
No,
one,
not
not
this
this
one.
one.
Oh, really?
No, this one came
This
from
is
the
different
Brent,
than the one I have.
and they had to take it right back.
This is supposed to be a copy of the original.
Yeah, the head's different. And
That other one, I think, was a functioning,
yeah.
functioning plow. This one was a display.
Yeah.
I better
That's
go.
so
Oh, no, you're fine,
cool.
you're fine.
That is so
The
neat.
beam's different. The head's different. And I have it just.
He's got the boots on.
Yeah, we have those boots.
Yeah. Yeah. They look like new.
What?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, those boots are new, Dad. That's why they're in the front room.
Yeah, no, when I can't remember, yeah.
Let me say bye to everybody.
And then,
Yeah, how long will you be?
oh, Thursday, okay, well, we'll see you again, okay. All right. Bill, would you give me a picture?
Phyllis and I are gonna have a race.
Oh, you are?
Well, I'm not ready yet.
Oh, are you practicing?
Well, I better.
Yeah.
Party tonight.
Oh, yeah, we'll probably be home by 9 o'clock, but we.
Oh, my gosh, it's always so nice to see you.
But these are wonderful.
Oh, they are.
6 and we figured out by
Yeah, whether you need them or not.
Right.
Morris, it was great to meet you.
Well, very good. Very nice.
Thank you. And good to meet you.
Oh, you too.
I'll be watching for you, because see, I didn't know who to watch for, so
Right, now you know.
I missed it all.
All
So now
right.
I know.
Well, hopefully there's another one soon.
Yeah. Well, so good to see you. I told him I think he was about this big.
Oh, really?
I remember visiting you in Georgia, and I think that was about the last time, maybe. I don't remember, but that you were.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
Yeah. So, whoops.
That was probably about her size.
size.
Yep, exactly. So are you part of the lunch crowd? Because we're going to stick around for lunch.
Well, we thought we're all going to go down to the drive-in today.
Okay.
Yeah, because we just didn't know how many we have, so we just decided we'll go down there.
Okay.
I hope that's all right.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
That's a very poor hostess.
No,
No, not at all. Especially with how many people are coming and going, you
Yeah.
wouldn't know how many to plan for. Yeah. And it's a lot.
In fact, I have a pot of coffee over there.
No, it's
But then I started counting noses, and I thought, I better just keep still. And it's all made, so maybe if you want some coffee pretty soon, Mark, you can just walk over there, and there's some cups there.
An orb,
Well planned.
a picture, and I mean the stories there are awesome. It's little kids kid
Oh, okay.
spirits that are basically have come back to this hotel.
I'm ready when anybody
And so
else is.
lots
When
of
they
things
are.
going on
Yeah.
there.
There's a lady
She
that
wants to
says
go
that she
so
could
bad.
feel the presence around her.
It's good to get acquainted
And
with
as she was
everybody.
talking,
What?
there was
It's good to get
eye
acquainted with
contact.
everybody.
face in her clothing that it was just a perfect silhouette.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't got
speaking
everybody
of my,
straightened out.
One
I
of
don't have
my
everybody
sisters
straightened
is-
out.
Yeah,
yet.
it takes a while. That's my great niece called last night. She said, everybody's here. And I said, who? And she said, I can't use my mom.
You don't wanna lose that.
She said, who's talking to
She's
I
so
said,
cute.
really? I said, so I said, but what next to my sister here? So I said, Carmen, and I started crying. I said, I'm gonna miss you. And she goes, Mom is here. And I said, I know, I got coming to get you. And she said,
I could put this
something
chair
about
out if you
strawberries. And I said, so Chris, my niece gets
No, I should go out and walk.
Well, but you probably don't
Because
want
we
to
all
now,
had to
because
pick
then they'll
strawberries
be ready to
when we
go,
were young.
and you'll be way
And
down.
I said, Jesus, when we
I'm waiting, they can wait.
Yeah. I beg every
think
day.
they're about
Please,
ready.
God, take me.
It looks like.
You never know
I
about
said
that.
last night, I said, nothing's gonna make
It's fine.
embarrassing beans.
So what's the phone number?
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. Thank you. 3666. Is that weird?
Yeah.
And it was given to us. Isn't it weird?
Thanks, Tony.
Easy phone number to
I don't have
remember.
anything to do with that. And I said,
I was there when they gave it to him. It was
Uncle Morris,
legit.
before you go out the
Wow.
door,
Wow.
I don't know if you're interested in this, but Mom
no,
wrote a book.
but my
and it's
sister-
her
Oh, I've
history
got-
of
I've
Mary.
got a
You've
copy
You
of
got
it.
that?
Yeah.
I didn't know you
Yeah.
had that.
I don't know how
I
I
don't
got
know
it,
how
but I got it.
Must be Nancy that sent it.
And it's good. And,
Okay, good. Well, then I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay.
Don't worry, well, thank you anyway.
They're still there.
Really?
You do wanna go out?
I wanna go out.
You're in the way, Mimi.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this could go on all day.
Matt sits on the steps over there, and when we were visiting one time, and I said, Heather says, she's talking to somebody. So I go over there, I said, who are you talking to? And Maddie says, it's Mimi. And I said, what's she doing? She says, she won't play on the steps, now she wants to go to my room. You know, like she really gets into talking with Jamie.
Tell her about the bathtub incident with Susan.
Oh, yeah. So Heather calls me, and she said, my mom was here.
We were in California.
Visiting, and the girls were in the bathtub together, and her mom came in, and Heather was standing beside her, and her mom says, who do you want to get you out of the bathtub, girls? And Maddie starts giggling, and she says, Mimi. And Heather's mom said, oh, Mimi's in heaven, Maddie. And her mom started crying. And Maddie looked at Annie, and they both started cracking up in the bathtub. And Heather's mom said, it isn't funny. And Maddie says, yes, it is. Yes, it is, Grammy. She's right there.
Oh.
Right beside her and Heather. And Heather said, I just said, let Mimi take care of them.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Jamie was very close to those girls. Very close.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
Baby settled. Oh, Dad's already out there?
Yep, he's gone.
Is he driving?
You're walking.
No, he said, I wanna go for a walk.
All right, we better run. So we're thinking maybe Monday night. Oh, we'll talk more. That sounds good. All right, babe. Hey, you better start walking. You gotta walk home.
We're all going down to the drive-in, anybody that wants to. So if you want to drive, or if you want
Drive to the drive-in.
I don't think it'd hurt to go now, do you?
This would be a good time, actually, perfect timing.
So,
All right.
whenever.
Sounds good.